my name is Madam Hep from Edukea institution. Today we are going to learn about English and topic known as disaster. When talking about disaster is those problem or geographical problems that interfere at the Earth's surface or that happen in the Earth's surface. Also, in this unit, you will read a story titled by the fruits and answer the question on it. In this unit, you will read a story about fruits and answer the question on it. After that, you will practice using vocabulary items in the story in different situations. Also, in this unit, you will practice using vocabulary item in the story in different situations. How to use the vocabulary in different situations. After that, you study the following picture and answer the question is that for. After studying the picture should be to answer the question that for. At the picture there, you see there is the fruits and many people is surrounding there. First question according to their picture is what do you see in the picture? In this question should be to write those do you see in the picture. Also another question, what is a disaster you see in the picture? Also in this question you should be to write the disaster you see in the picture. Another question is why do you think such disasters occur? In this question should be to write the list on how do you think such disaster occur. After seeing the picture, also you read the following story and answer the question that for. The story is about fruits. My name is Yuma. I live with my parents in Mnyami village. A large part of our village is in the valley. My grandparents and my uncle live in the highlands. My father moved to the valley because he wanted a large field for farming. During the rainy season, the valley gets flooded because of rain water. The flooding cause many losses, including turning people homeless and death. The day we moved out of the valley, it rained heavily. It started and hour after I had returned from school. After dinner, my mother told me to go to my room to sleep. I was worried about food, but she told me that it was just a light rain, so I should not be worried about food. The fear of the flood made me sleep late. In the middle of the night, I was awoke by my father, who was knocking on my door very hard. Since I was very sleepy, I walked to the wall instead of the door. I hit the wall so hard that my sleepiness faded away. I hardly opened the door. My father carried me to the sitting room, where he had prepared the table. We crammed into the prepared table and stayed there, watching for the flood to subside. It was very difficult to get out because the flood has surrounded our house. I said to my father, "We are asking our lives and losing our property here. So please let's move to safer place." I pleaded. My father said, "My son, I know how you feel about the risk to our lives and the loss of our property. He will rent a house somewhere in the highlands, but before that we will go to your uncle's place. His uncle is big enough to accommodate his family and us. We will stay there for a couple of days. While I am looking for a house to rent, early in the morning, we got out the flooded house. Our neighbors were getting out of their flooded house as well. The whole area was still flooded. My father carried my young sister on her shoulder. We started our journey to the highlands. At my uncle's place, we were received well. My uncle gave us the things we needed, since we had lost everything to the floods. We started at my uncle's house for 2 months. My parents worked very hard, and within 2 months, we moved to our own house. We began a new life in the highlands and lived happily. Here at the end of the story, you complete the story and the topic by answer the following question. First question says, where was Juma's family house located? And this question should be to write where house of Juma's family located. Another question, why did Juma sleep late? In this question should be to write the lesson on the reason how Juma sleep late. Another question says, what reason have you learned from the story? In this question should be to write those reasons that you have learned from the story. Another question is if there are anything that you will never forget in your life. In this question should be to write anything that you will never forget in your life. Another question or last question saying there are anything that you will never forget in your life. Is there anything that you will never forget in your life should be to write. At this question should be to write if there is anything that you will never forget in your life. Here at the end of the lesson, thank you for watching our lesson. Welcome to another lesson.